What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are live, back for episode 2 of the Guardian Report. What? What's playing?
What's up, everybody?
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. Let's go.
What's going on, baby? How we living? How's everyone doing out there? Having a beautiful
today, Decon?
Monday morning here in the rain. All right, it's been thunderstorming on and off. Warren, what?
My power went out last night. It was wild up.
I don't know, babe.
What's up, Cat? What's up, Phantoms? What's up, Danny Mayo?
How you have the video open? You gotta mute the video. Oh my gosh. All right, go ahead, Mike. Take it over, dude.
It's been taken, all right? I'm taking it over. I don't even know what's going on right now. We've been out here all day long getting ready to give you the wagon.
The wagon, baby. We got a lot of good stuff to talk about today. Got some good questions, some good topics. Lots been going on. Getting excited for the Grandmasters coming up. Yeah, fucking pumped.
Very exciting week ahead of us. Well, not this week, but...
How has your week been outside of the Destiny world? Anything going on this past week?
A lot of working, man. They're giving me the wagon at work, all right?
Getting dogged down.
Yeah. It's all good, though. What about you, man? How's quarantine?
Same old, man. Can't complain. Playing lots of Destiny. My family does a lot of cooking. And we've been playing Yahtzee, beat ass in that. We've been playing Monopoly, beat ass in that. I took everybody. It's a double domain, and there's money to be made. Okay.
There's always money to be made, baby.
It ain't even fair. So yeah, it's been good. Lots of family time, and yeah, lots of Xbox. So what's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody out there? What's up, Shaq's gang? What's up, Robin? What's up, Cat?
We got Shaq's up in the building.
Danny?
We got Shaq's gang.
Shaq's gang, baby.
Hell yeah. Well, let's get right into it. Topic number 1.
Number 1.
You want to lead this one off, Dutch?
Yeah, let's take it away. So we got the raid playlist. Should we have a rotating raid playlist? In Destiny 1, there was every week it would change from raid to raid towards like Wrath of the Machine, or after that they brought back all the old raids, and you were able to earn high stat level gear and also ornaments. And it seems right now that there's really no reason to play the old raids. I mean, what do you think would be a good plan for that?
Yeah, I mean, like you said, just a rotating playlist I think would be really good. We were talking about this the other day. I'm kind of done with Garden. I mean, besides getting my pinnacles and stuff, but like I've done everything. We've done the flawless runs. We got the title, and we were talking about going back and doing the other raids, just to do the titles and stuff for fun. But I mean, before this loot thing, kind of with the Prime Ingrams, I know you were talking about this a little bit. Like before, you had to kind of go back and get the high stat rolls off the raids. Now you can get them from Prime Ingrams, like 65. I think I got a 66 from a Prime Ingram. Like, it's nuts. You know what I mean? So there's so many ways to get high stat rolled gear now that you don't really have to go do them at all. And there's not really any incentive outside of maybe trying to farm the titles, but. It's hard to get good groups together, especially to do like week in and week out for something that offers nothing else but a title, you know what I mean, unless you have a cool team. So I think a play to do that, to bring back a rotating playlist would be epic. And I think if they could find a way to if they could put in the ornaments for like all the raid gear, and like you could unlock the ornaments, you know what I mean? Like on the weekly, whatever. If you went and played it on the weekly playlist, you could get a pinnacle that week from it maybe. And then you could get the like ornaments and stuff from that raid to put on your current gear. You know what I mean? Even if you didn't want the gear, you could unlock like visual aspects like that too. That'd be like a really good, I think, way to like make that, because there's a lot of content there that a lot of players have never done, like new light players and stuff, that I don't even know if they know it's there, you know? But there's not really any reason to go play it.
Yeah, I mean, everyone kind of knows. And obviously Garden now. What'd you say?
You just cut out for a sec. Go ahead. Go again.
Okay. Everyone knows Garden of Salvation, Scourge of the Past. There's a Spire of Stars, and never played Leviathan. So I think if they added, like you said, a pinnacle chest at the end, make the gear more relevant, give us a reason to go back in there and play those raids every week, I think that would definitely, one, help spice things up. You'd be doing different raids every week. You'd be getting pinnacle gear, and I mean, it would just be, they could bring back all the old from the Leviathan raids and make those relevant to give us random rolls on those. I think that would be really sick. That way you can start to play with those guns in the Crucible. I know that kind of goes against them trying to leave guns behind, but there's the horn, baby.
There's the horn. A little pre-horn action. All right, producer Lauren back there getting a little excited for her horn. Playing off the next one. Yeah, people pretty much agreeing, saying that'd be amazing. They'd love to go back and play stuff. Love the idea of the ornaments. Monopoly night after tryouts the other day. Yep, that's lit. Everyone loves some good old Monopoly. So, hell yeah. Well, next topic. Guardian games coming out. Everyone's kind of been wondering, since that was on the roadmap, like what Guardian games was going to be. I know a lot of people were speculating some stuff towards, or I was thinking like maybe towards the Olympics, since it wasn't Olympic year, obviously not happening anymore, but something like that. Or people were saying maybe since the picture had one of each class and kind of had the banners and stuff like that, maybe it would be class-based, like a competition between Warlocks, Hunters, and Titans, something like that. But Dutch, I think you said you saw a little bit of data mining, some speculation.
Yeah. So there was some data mines done. Again, I did see that this will take place in the Verdant Forest, or in the Infinite Forest, a type of play on Infinite Forest. In the Halloween event, we have the Haunted Forest. Last spring, we had the Verdant Forest. So I think that's pretty much what they're going to do. I did see that they're going to do some new armor sets for each class, so that'll be pretty cool to see those. There's some ghost shells, some ornaments. There's the exotic quest for the new machine gun. I forget what the name of the gun is. I should have done some research on that, but it's like a Cabal looking machine gun. And I'm just hoping that that's another pinnacle source. It would be really another pinnacle. We did talk about last week how there's a real lack of pinnacle rewards in the game right now. So it would be cool to see something like that. And I do think it would be cool to do something class-based. Maybe they could keep stat checks, like have Hunters, Warlocks, how many, and Titans, like how many clears each class has, what's the most used class, maybe something like that. Sorry, you guys, if you hear my daughter in the background, she's playing with her fire truck right now, so I apologize.
I can't hear it all, actually, but you're good. Let's see. What do you guys think? What are your guys' thoughts on Guardian games? What do you guys want to see from it? I agree. I definitely think I wouldn't be surprised if there was a pinnacle, just like they did with the Halloween event. There was one pinnacle per week for whatever. Wasn't that? I actually loved the Haunted Forest. That was one of my favorite things. I love the fact that you could go in there as like a decent team and everyone could get the reward normally. Like, it was somewhat challenging, but if you had a coordinated team, you could pretty much get it. But then there were people like Glad, and like I personally was going in there a couple times just trying to get set records and get like higher and higher. So it kind of did give it a challenge for all skill levels. You know what I mean? If you and your team aren't very good, then it was, difficult to get to the pinnacle. Like, I think it was like level 7 or something, or level 10. I don't remember. But that was really cool. But then, if your team was a little bit better, then maybe you tried to push for like 12 or 13. And then the God tier kids like Glad going for 16 and 17. It kind of lets every single person progress and aim for something, which I thought was really cool. Progress with all scales. So I'd love to. We've talked about horde modes before on going flawless, stuff like that. I'd love to see a game mode like that. And if it's anything like that, I'm pretty excited for it.
Yeah, and hopefully there's some bounties that I know. Christmas, the dawning. So hopefully she'll come back.
I don't know. Is it the feed? Is it the
cutting
feed
out?
there? Lauren, is it cutting out on Skype or just on the? Okay. I don't know. Yeah, sorry, you keep cutting out, but go ahead.
Yeah, sorry, I'm cutting out, guys. But yeah,
Wi-Fi, baby. We're doing this. We're doing this all for Corona. All right. We'll be back in the studio once it's all over, but that's what we're starting.
Hopefully, she'll have some bounties, and we'll have another right P. So that would be cool to see too.
Yep, for sure. Let's see, something new to do, so I won't complain.
Let's see who else is out there in the chat.
Yep, that's right.
We got Nintendo. We got Villainous.
Oh, also, guys, we're announcing the winner of the contest at the end of the show. So be sure, what we're going to do is for everyone who's watching live, we're going to give double entries. So if you guys have done 5, like if you did all 5 entries, then you'll get 10 total. If you've done 1, then you'll get 2. and so on. So drop a tractor in the chat. Either write the word tractor, or drop the emote or whatever, and Lauren will keep track of everyone who comments it. And that's how you guys will get double entries. All right. Yeah. So make sure you guys are doing that. Let's roll right into it. Number 3, we've got the Conqueror. Will this the new title for Nightfall Grandmaster?
Producer status just.
What's up? What's up, Jenna? How we doing? We got the other producer in the building.
Jenna, say hi to everybody.
But yeah, guys, so we got the Conqueror title coming back with the brand new, or not coming back, but being introduced to the game with the brand new Grandmaster Nightfalls, baby.
So Conqueror, they've confirmed that Conqueror is the title for the Grandmaster Nightfall seal. I mean, we're expecting this is going to be the hardest activity to date. We know that the Grandmaster is set to 1050. We previously thought it was 1060, but they and they're capping power level at 1025. So it doesn't matter if you've been out there grinding for power. This is what it is, and I think it's going to be extremely challenging. It's definitely going to challenge the most coordinated of teams. You know, luckily I run with you and Ghost. I also run with Nintendo and Skills. We've got some good coordination. I know you run with those guys. We've been practicing the past couple of weeks doing the 1030s. We really got those down, so I don't really see it being a challenge for us. But I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm super excited for it. I think it's going to be insanely challenging. 35 levels above your light. 35? 25? What is it? 25. 25 levels above your light. Pretty crazy. I love the idea that they're bringing back the modifiers like Extinguish, where you get kicked back to orbit, just like the D1 days, baby, where you know no one can die, and then the limited revives too, so you can't just keep like one person chilling in the back way deep, and that's how you get through it. So definitely gonna be challenging. I'm really excited for it. We're gonna be putting out a bunch of guides on it as well. We're already working on some build guides that are gonna drop this week, prior to them releasing next week. So keep an eye out for those to kind of get ready, get your sets ready, so you guys are good to go on day 1. What are your guys' thoughts on the new Grandmasters? Are we excited?
And you know, another they're doing limited revives, which means you can't just, you know, I mean, that's going to, survivability is going to be a huge thing. Killing, I don't know if you said this, but killing champions is going to add life to your team. So really cool. you can skip past the champions if you want. They're not going to do it based on score. It's just going to be solely based on completion. So you can run past the champions if you want. You can always risk it, or you can stay back, add lives to your team. So when you do get into that boss room.
And also, so I'm guessing that there's not going to be an auto revive, right? After 30 seconds, like you're down, you're down. So that's going to be a major thing. If you're out of position and you get caught, or like, you know what I mean? Like an unstoppable pushes you, there's no let's retreat, wait the 30 seconds till he can revive, and then we can regroup. Like, you know what I mean? You got to make sure that you're playing smart, staying in position, because if you get caught out and no one can get to you for a revive, or like now I have to risk one of our lives to try and get to you, and I die, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be, that's a whole nother element not having the auto revive in, since we do have Extinguish.
And I'm also interested too, they did say in this to be introducing new modifiers. I'm interested to see, I thought about this the other day, do you think they're going to introduce some of the year 1 modifiers?
You cut out. What? The year 1 modifiers what?
Remember when you had to go jump through those hoops? You had to like jump through, or getting kills at a time. Like if there's a backwards a time. Like I don't know if if any of those, if they're gonna bring any of those back into the mix.
That could be really cool if they.
Those were extremely challenging. That way you can't just camp out, kill. You gotta actually like hustle through it and stuff like that. I don't know if that's
just because it's gonna be so challenging already. Like if you had to be jumping through hoops too, like that just sounds ridiculous. But that'd be dope. I'd be down.
I mean, those were some of the Nightfalls. I remember you Ghost year 1 and like having to go and jump through those hoops and kills.
Yeah.
Cool thing.
Yeah, for sure. Nintendo said he likes killing the champions, adds to the res pool for sure. I like that as well. You gain them like as you go through the strike, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then if you know that you have a build up, like if you 10 lives and you're like, all right, we're not stressed, then you just shoot on past them, on to the next, baby.
That's right.
Hope you don't die to them while you're trying to run past them.
Well, right back into it. Go to the next topic, kind of right one and the same. The biggest debate about the Grandmaster Nightfalls is the rewards. Dutch, let them know.
Yeah, I mean, a huge part of the debate right now is if the rewards are. One of the things Bungie did say in this week at Bungie is seeing all of the information on Grandmasters, like they said about the modifiers. I'd like to think that they do have some hidden rewards out there that they're not telling us about. Just giving us an enhanced drop rate of the exotics and ascendant shards, to me, doesn't seem to be enough. I know a lot of people are upset about it. To me, the reward is the completion. I don't really care about the rewards. I'm already at Pinnacle 1010. I don't need the XP, so I don't really give a shit if about rewards, honestly. Like, I just play the game just for the completion at this point in the season. So for me, it's not a big deal. Said about rewards. Fuck the rewards. In all honesty, I don't really care. I don't need them. You don't need them. If you do need them, then you're not taking place in these Grandmaster Nightfalls anyway.
I think. Sorry. I mean, I hear what you're saying. I'm definitely excited to get in there and do the completionist aspect of it. I'm excited to grind for the title. But I do get what everyone's saying, and I think that from a reward standpoint, it just doesn't make sense to have Masters give the same exact thing. Like, the only difference is that Ascendant Shards are common instead of uncommon, but like, it's going to be way more difficult. Like, you'd be way better off just grinding out Masters on repeat. Like, we were running them this week in 12 to 15 minutes. So it's like,
I think our fastest,
you know what I mean?
No,
like, you would never just be like, oh, I want to farm Ascendant Shards, so I'm going to go run the Grandmaster.
We were doing them at like 22 minutes pretty consistent.
Yeah, so, 22, sorry. But yeah, so I get that, and I think even if it's not a reward necessarily for light power or for, like, you know what I mean, like good stuff like that, maybe put like some special mods in or something, or add in like ornaments, you know what I mean, adept weapons, like have special guns and loot that only drops from there, like have it roll with maybe another perk. Like, I get that that's when you start to get things that break, but have, a special strike gun that can only be gotten from that, you know what I mean? And then people can farm. Give some reason. Like, because it's just not difficult to do for them. You know what I mean? Put something in there. You know what I mean? Drop ornaments. Just like they do for fucking trials, where they have a special Grandmaster set that drops, once per week. You know what I mean? One piece per week, and like, that's what you get. You know what I mean? And then like, it glows if you beat it out. Like, I get what they're saying, you know what I mean? There's got to be, it is a looter game, you know what I mean? So they have to do something, I feel like. What do people say?
Yeah, and again, adding that loot, like, that's why we play the game.
Yeah.
And again, I don't need the power. I don't give a shit. I'm powerful, okay? I'm out here.
I don't think it's so much
I am power. I'm the death. Okay?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily want it to be farmable, where I have to get in there and like farm guns, farm roll. Like, I get that it's not supposed to be that, but just like going flawless, you know what I mean? Give like one top tier reward each week for each different strike, you know what I mean? As you're going along, that'd be dope. Like, I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be really sick, actually.
But what are you gonna do? We'll see.
Yep.
This week is also Iron Banner. It's kind of gotten put to the side a little bit with Trials making its return. We talked about that last time Iron Banner came around. What are your thoughts? Are you excited?
Yeah, well, to me, Iron Banner, I think it needs something else besides just the same rehashed quest every single season, where you have to sidearm kills and submachine gun kills, scout kills, auto kills, whatever guns they decide to pick. It needs a little bit more than that, especially now that they've decided that they're not going to keep the artifact like power, which, don't even get me started on that. Like, why do we even have an but that's maybe for another topic for another day. But it just seems to be the same quest, or the same.
Wait, the
same quest every
artifact's
single
not
time.
in Iron Banner? I thought that it was.
No, it's disabled in Iron Banner and in Trials, and now up to 15 levels in the Grandmaster Nightfall. So I don't understand why we even have that, but that's not the topic. I do enjoy Iron Banner. Obviously, I love getting the from it. The armor looks dope. High stat rolls, I'm a big fan of. And I don't know, the bow quest, like, I'm still iffy about the bow quest. I have the bow, it's sick. For a ritual weapon, could the quest have been any different? I mean, I don't know. What do you think?
I mean, I know people like it's the debate of do you want the quest to be longer? I know you've said strongly that you don't want to be facing bows all season. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, do I even go play? You know what I mean? Like, it's just super annoying that like I beat it in like 50 minutes, an hour. I think I had the bow. Like, you know, it takes nothing. So like, add something once again. Like, same thing we've been saying for everything. Give some incentives. I don't understand why they can't give incentives to play the content that's already there. You know what I mean? Like,
and like you said,
across the board, like how hard is it to add a title to a game with 5 triumphs?
Exactly.
How hard is that?
An easy solution, add a seal.
That's it. Do it. Add a seal. People will be make it get 1,000 primary kills, get 1,000 energy kills, 500 whatever heavy kill. Like, I don't care what it is. Just
600 air kills.
10,000 fucking kills, 2.0 average. Okay, I don't care. I don't care what it is. Put something in there. All right? I'm tired of it.
Yeah, and also too, like, I think they need to add some new weapons to the loot pool. They add new, but it's still the same Swarm of the Raven. You know, what is that pulse rifle? Something claws. I don't even remember the names of them anymore.
Dude, I think we need to have someone from Bungie on the show, because just a full rundown interview about what is difficult and what isn't. Because like, it may not be difficult for us to be like me just be like, add 5 guns to the game. Like, how hard is that compared to like making a full game mode? You know what I mean? Like, relatively, like that seems like I feel like that should be relatively easy for Bungie to do. Maybe it's not. Maybe we're just completely out of our minds. Maybe adding a seal is not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need to have someone on the show. If anyone knows someone at Bungie, we're having them on.
I don't want to sound like we're complaining about Iron Banner, because I do shit out of everything. Like, that is a lot of fun. And it's always fun because you know your homies, so you can always find 6 people to go into Crucible, and it kind of adds the team aspect. So I really do enjoy that. I don't want to make it seem negative, but like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm excited to play it, but I'm not going to be grinding it like I would before. Like, oh,
we're gonna play it on tonight. We're gonna play it on Tuesday and
like,
Wednesday, and then Thursday we're probably gonna start grinding some Nightfall gear for trials on Friday. We're gonna play trials on Friday, and then
there's just other content that like rises way above it. What?
Yeah.
Excuse me? Yeah, I got a full week. I'm getting the sass, and I don't like it. Anyway, back to it. Topic number 6. We've got the armor mods. My bread and butter, the love of my life, the mod games. Go ahead.
For those of y'all who have never played with Decon, or new to the YouTube channel, or new to the Discord, and mod checking before every activity. Let them know what you think about the mod system.
If you ain't passing mod checks, get the fuck out of the party, all right? If you ain't got the mods selected and the mods slotted and you ain't ready to roll, okay? The wagon wheels are fucking turning and you out here, you got hooks in the ground holding you back, okay? You gotta pull up the hooks, slide them in your mods, and let it ride.
We got mods on the wagon wheels.
Let's talk about some mods. All right, now that we've used a minute of our time, let's do it.
Okay, so is the new Armor 2.0 working? Obviously, in PvP with the enhanced like auto rifle, enhanced rifle targeting, all that stuff, enhanced reload. I really do, but those aren't really relevant in a PvE aspect. In the PvE, we do have the Charge with the Light and the Warmind. I don't really fool around with those too much because I haven't found them useful in endgame content. They are really fun for just like clearing bunkers or doing public events or Seraph Towers. Have you found any use for them in in-game content, Nightfalls? Because I'm not really feeling it.
So I have been working on some builds. Like I said, we're going to post some videos on builds for the Nightfalls coming out for Grandmaster. And I was working on some last week, and I did have some good luck with Charge Light. And I find that there's a lot of synergy that comes with them if you use them properly. Like, there's some like powerful friends where if I get charged, then everyone else gets charged. So I think there is a way to build it out. But for most teams, I'd say 99.9% of teams, before they go into a Nightfall, they check the energy types and they, you know, who has 2 Izanagi's, who has 2 Divinity, and that's about it. You know what I mean? No one's going in, modding up, changing all their mods every time, and I think you're going to have to, but mainly because you haven't needed to. You know what I mean? You can go in there and stomp out Master Nightfalls. You can stomp out raids. You don't need it. I'm going to be interested to see, especially with the limited revives, there's a lot of survivability stuff that I was doing. Like, we were in a well in the Nightmare hunt that we were doing last week, and Dutch and Ghost kept dying on it, but I had both Hive Barrier mod on, and I had a Charge with Light one, where if I dropped below, like all my shields depleted, then I gained like incredible damage resistance, and I was definitely out surviving in the well. Like, you both were dying in the well a lot.
We were both dying in a well.
And I don't think I ever died in the well with these mods on. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. It's not, I don't
and
have
you actually had a flawless run after you changed your...
Mm-hmm. What do you say? You cut out? Fucking brutal.
I said we did a 10:30, one of the runs, and you at all after you put those mods on.
Yeah, I had a flawless run. So I definitely think it's going to be useful. I just think that until they add things that are so difficult that you really need it, then there's no point. You know what I mean? And I mean, the Grandmasters are still going to be very doable without them. I'd love to see some mods that have major implications and that could maybe synergize more, where one person, like the way the builds we're coming out with, one's going to be kind of like the 2 DPS people, and then one's going to be like a supporty kind of. And that's kind of some stuff we're working on. But I'd love to see more of that, where the mods really help define your class. You know what I mean? One person could be built to tank, and they kind of just like take the aggro while the other guy's in the back like Izanagiing him. And then another guy's just supporting. Add some that heal your opponents if you get a kill or something, or if you do something. You know what I mean? Every time you use an ability, it heals your opponent. So one person could be set up to heal. That could add a lot of diversity, in my opinion, to the loot pool and even to the game, and make it more so that people are playing together and playing the roles rather than just everyone being first-person shooter killers.
Yeah, and also, last note on this before we go to the next topic. I think they kind of made for people to create certain builds, but there, like you said earlier, there was just really no reason to use them, because either the activities were way too easy, or the activities were, a little bit on the harder side, and like getting charged with light was. But if you have your whole team using them, there's some that where you get charged with light, you gain an extra charge. There's somewhere when you get charged with light, your teammates get charged with light. And when you get charged with light, you deal extra damage. So like a cool, like you said, divinity build, where when I get charged with light, it gives you guys charged with light. You guys use the extra damage. Yep. I'm hitting divinity. You guys are Izanagiing at the same time. We're taking out champions. It could be very interesting. So
and
hopefully, I mean, that could bring a whole nother aspect to the game, where we actually have a lot of fun working with builds, and hopefully, people will get to use that and reap the rewards.
And I think the biggest factor is going to be whether, for these Grandmasters, is whether 2 Izanagis with the divinity will one-shot a champion at the 25 level below cut, and how much health they have. Because if they don't, but they do, if you have like the double charge with light with the damage modifier on, that's going to be so meta, and like it's going to be required basically, you know what I mean?
Or using an empowering
you're going to need
rift.
like an empowering rift, or you're going to need a bubble or something. It's going to add a lot of diversity if you can't just no modifier nuke them. It's going to be game changing. So we're going to find out, especially as it comes out.
And I also think that's a big reason why they're leaving this huge gap between our powers, because we're rolling through 1030s. They nerfed Izanagi's. We're still using it for burst damage, and it's still wrecking
Nintendo's saying
champions.
It won't nuke them. He doesn't think it's going to nuke them. We'll see, dude. I mean, because with the Catalyst, I can almost, like on the 1030, it does a lot of damage. It does like 2/3. So like, it's going to be close. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
And on the whatever, I'm like 15 levels above the 1000. On the 1000, I can one-shot them by myself without anyone else. So, I mean, I get that I'm 15 above and I'll be 25 under, so it's a big power difference there. But we'll see. It'll be interesting. But if for some reason those charged with light mods make all the difference and allow you to do that, I would be very surprised if you guys all don't see a bunch of build videos coming out. And
we're 1 week away from that, so...
And we got them coming. We're going to have them out this week so you guys can set them up beforehand and be ready to go when that shit drops next Tuesday.
Money. Yeah. Cool. So on to our next topic. Glad. Everyone knows who Glad is for the most part in the Destiny community. He is the of Destiny, basically doing on the PvE level. He's known for 2-manning raids, soloing high-end activities, and he tweeted, he put up some tweets that he will no longer be streaming Destiny or playing it. He said he's going to play on
Let's
Reset.
pull these up. So this is the main one that went out on April 10th. After reading this, there won't be much of a loot, or after reading that, there won't be much of a loot difference from the Grandmaster Nightfalls, like we talked about earlier. That it's just a completion goal. I've lost interest. Besides Tuesday resets to see if something is new, you may not see me on D too much anymore. Very interesting. He also went on to say, just to clear up, I'm not quitting for good. So he's not officially quitting, but he's been playing a ton of other games. And you know, majority, lots of fun, lots of different tweets. But yeah, don't forget, Destiny will still be my home going forward. So, you know, his first tweets, he kind of went all off. Yeah, Lauren, you can come back to us. And I think it's concerning for the Destiny community, and I know like some people aren't into Twitch at all, but just for a game, it really is important that we have major players that kind of run at the forefront and are the face of the game. Like if you look at games like Fortnite, like just Ninja's popularity and what that did for the game itself, or Shroud on any other game, or you know any big guy you want to say, if they go and play these games, it's just like everyone was talking about when Dr. Disrespect played Destiny. He hopped on trials to play Destiny, and basically everyone was just shitting on him. Like not in his stream, but like I guess people were like stream sniping him, which I don't even know if that's really possible, but I read like a whole thing about it. And he had like a bad time on the game, which isn't good for the game. You know what I mean? If he comes and starts playing the game, that brings in millions of views on a game that maybe they've never played, and now they're like, whatever. So with someone big like this, if Glad leaves, his audience is still going to like him. And if he goes and plays something else and that takes away from the Destiny community, it's definitely not a good thing.
Yeah, it's not a good thing at all, especially when you lose your most viewed player in the game.
Your bread and butter.
And I don't know if he's burned out. I don't know if it's because there's no new activity. Not a PvP player, like we said. And I watched Imtash did a tweet and said he'll be back. Maybe he just needs to take a break. He's burned out. And he's back, he'll be rejuvenated. I mean, hopefully Bungie sees this as we need to do something in the PvE side of things, because I mean, what else? What is there? The Grandmasters. There's no, like you said. It's just
we've had the same raid for 3 seasons, like almost a whole year, like one raid.
Yeah,
that they beat day one. They beat it on day one. Year, and that's their content.
Last year we had Last Wish came out with Forsaken. Then 2 seasons later we had Scourge of the Past. Then 2 seasons later we had Crown of Sorrows, and we're not seeing any of that. We've yet to see a dungeon, besides the one that came out, the Pit of Heritage. We've yet to see an exotic quest, like an exotic dungeon. I mean, I know we talk about this all the time on the show. Last week, there needs to be something. And if you don't keep giving us content, you're going to lose Glad. You're going to lose Sweat. Mtash is upset right now because people are getting beavered and stuff. And trials. I mean,
yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know.
I love the game. I love the game.
Yeah, people talk about the split from Activision too, and how they need, you know what I mean? Like it's going to take some time to get back on, but how long is too long? I was thinking 2 seasons, half a year, 6 months. Season 3 should be cooking by now. Is it going to take till year 4? And are they going to get it together on year 4? Like.
Also, I think too.
Chat too? Let us know why we.
I think the split from Activision kind of hurt them this year, because they had to put out something at a rapid pace and they were trying to fumbling to put things together. Now they have all of this in line and set up and ready to go. And on the backside, they're working on year 4. Hopefully that's going to be, their big push into the right direction. That's what I see happening. Frostbolt put in a tweet. He said, it's like when you break up with your girlfriend or whatever, it takes you a year to rebound, and then you're back in the swing of things. You're back playing the game again. So it could be something like that, where they're just they're in that stay at home, watch TV in your pajamas and get fat mode. And next year they're going to get back in the gym and they're going to start pulling.
All right, but we're 6 months in. All right, I get the girlfriend thing, but you're 6 months deep. All right, you can't still be potato couching it. All right, I need you out there cooking in the studio.
Potato couching.
Okay, like I need you up here mixing beats. All right, no one's waiting a year for the new album. All right, No one's sitting around all summer 20 playing the old hits from last year, okay? You got to come out with that fire. Even if it takes a couple months, you got to get back to it. All right, Nintendo says he thinks there's more to the story coming. The Almighty is headed straight our way, and we barely heard about it. I agree. The cutscene was pretty interesting from the bunker. We didn't really cover that, but very interesting for this week's bunker.
I need to go back and read through some of these comments.
Yeah. Oh, we're on Postmaster? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, but these are the wrong side titles. They're from last week.
Oh, I didn't drop in the new one? I'm an idiot. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so let's see. What games are we going to start playing when they don't give us more? Halo 5, Warzone. Well, we're bunkering down, all right? We're still quarantined. We're preparing for the best. We're not quite there yet, but it's definitely some good thoughts. Yeah. So,
Nintendo,
yeah, let's just do...
Nintendo asks, do you think they'll get rid of the artifact come the expansion?
I don't think so. I think the artifact's a great thing. I think that's one of the things they've done right. It gives them the ability to level up towards things in a season and then reset it back so that we don't, it helps with power creep a lot. So, I think it's a great idea. I love it. Personally, there's nothing more fun than at the beginning of each season than trying to grind that up really high as fast as you can. It's definitely something to grind towards. I've enjoyed the artifact quite a lot. I like that they can change the meta and it's not stuck next season. If something's broken, something's not working, they can, adjust and adapt for next season. I love the different mods that add in the barrier, add in, the different champion mods, how it changes the meta. You can't just use the recluse every fucking time. You know what I mean? Right now we have to use side, who would have thought I'd be going in? I'm going to go into a Grandmaster Nightfall with a sidearm next week.
Can't wait.
I would have never thought that in my life. So, and it's only because of the seasonal mods. Would I rather still have a pulse rifle on or something like with a little more range? 100%. But that's what, you're kind of forced to use and forced to adapt, and it's really cool. I've been a fan.
So, Swixy, sorry if I mispronounce your name. Do you think there will be a new raid next season? Or I'm assuming raid lair?
Yeah,
I think there will be.
I think there will. Hope so.
I think there has to be.
If there isn't, we're going to have an issue, I think, major.
If there isn't, a lot of people are going to drop out of the game.
I mean, this is season, but at the same time, it's like, this is season 3 of 4, and are they really going to drop a raid layer 3 months before their major content drop? I feel like they need it, but...
Well, they did that last year. Season of Opulence closed out year 2, and they dropped out Crown of Sorrows right there at the end.
But they also had another one, right? Then they had Scourge of the Past before that in the same year.
Yeah.
So, what, they're saving up a whole raid layer to go out 3 months before they're dropping their big new raid?
Well, they better fucking do it, because if they don't...
I dig it, but...
As soon as this quarantine ends, I'm bringing my old trusty shotty with me, and we're going to kick down people some chaperone dome.
What? Literally, what? You just cut out so much, and I have no idea.
Oh, man, that was my highlight of the show.
Oh, my gosh.
All right, let's see what else we have in the comments. Shaq's gang says Bungie needs to Prison of Elders.
Prison of Elders? What about it?
Shaq's gang asked if we think they're... And I think that would be cool, a cool game mode. I mean, again, then they would just... it would be dope to have in the game because it was fun content from Destiny 1. But it would be nice to see something that's not rehashed content. I mean, if they're going to bring back that, why not just bring back...
Dude, Vault of Glass would be dope.
If you're going to bring back old content, you better bring it all back, okay? If you're going to give me...
But at the same time, like the thoughts, yeah, sure, that'd be great. But I don't want their fucking head thinking about anything in the past at this point. Unless you're just adapting new incentives to play old content, cool. But I don't want them fucking thinking, wow, guys, we're not going to put out a raid layer. Let's just drop something old.
Look,
no.
don't
you need
throw
to be
me a
full
slice.
stream ahead. We need to drop a raid layer somehow, some way.
If you're gonna throw me a slice of cold pizza, you might as well.
Dude, you keep. You keep cutting out, dude, and it's right at the punchline.
Damn it.
Literally, all I heard was, "If you're gonna throw me a slice of cold pizza," mute. It was just like,
Don't give me a crusty slice, okay? I want the whole pie.
oh my gosh.
Pizza. God damn. My mic keeps cutting out. As soon as the rage meter hits, I'm going.
That's exactly what happens.
Dude, it's
Bungie's
raging.
watching the show and they're trying to keep me.
You keep cutting on all the rage.
Oh my god. I'm done. I'm fucking done.
Also, we had another question on the Discord this morning. We're going to be taking questions from the Discord, guys, right in that chat. So definitely ask questions throughout the week. Like, if something just spouts on your mind, you can even throw a topic, like whatever you guys want to do. So just make sure you guys are in the Discord in the Guardian Report discussion. Drop questions in there all week, and we'll be sure to answer them. The more questions we can get from you guys, the better, obviously. We want to help you guys on.
If my mic cuts out one more time when I'm getting pissed off, I'm going to freak out.
So the other question we had was about sidearms from our boy Cap. Let me pull it up real quick. So we had, he said, Captain Insano said, so after this weekend of playing more trials, do you think sidearms are going to become more of a viable weapon? I know dual primary isn't the best loadout, but I've been seeing so many sidearms and teams charging more. I wonder if it's just the map or a real change. Thoughts? I mean, in my opinion, sidearms have been around for a while, starting last season. They kind of fell in with Last Hope, Last Judgment, or what is it called? Breach Light. What's the Judgment one? Last Judgment?
Traveler's Judgment.
Traveler's Judgment. So they've all fallen really well. They're definitely a strong choice in the close range. I think that they've fallen off this season, obviously, because of the auto rifles. Even at close range, I don't really think, I haven't done the testing, but I don't really find myself dying to sidearms before I could kill them with an auto rifle. So I think auto rifles right now are just so strong that there's not really a reason to run a sidearm. But if you like your sidearm, then, let it rip. They're definitely usable. I still wouldn't recommend double primaries ever. So if you got a sidearm in the secondary, then maybe something a little longer range, like a sniper or fusion. Check out the fusion. I mean, I've run fusion on everything.
Yeah, so this kind of leads into our next question as a 2-for-1. Swixy and Nintendo both question. Swixy says, what do you think about the new meta? And Nintendo says, do you think a revoker nerf is coming?
Well, no. I like the current meta. I like that sidearms are in it, or that auto rifles are in it. Do I think they're too strong? Yeah. But do I think it's like way out of whack? Not really. I like to not see a hand cannon in meta. I wouldn't be mad if it was Pulse's next season and the Scouts the season after that.
I don't think that auto rifles are too strong because when you get into 6 in game 7s, you're still running into Not Forgottens. You're still running into Luna's House.
And they still fucked up. So
yeah, we saw Crimson in there. Like, people are still using hand cannons at the highest of levels. I played comp last night for a couple hours. I was just solo queuing. Listen, I was using Luna's Howl last night because my auto rifle shot at a deep range, and I was getting my Suros wasn't working, so I slapped on Revoker and I put on Luna's Howl, and
And even if you look at the top tier players, I mean, especially on PC, auto rifles get the advantage on console, obviously. But especially
look at Imtash. He's still using Thorn. He's still using Spare Ration.
Frostbolt's rocking the Dire Promise. That's his new. He just put out a video. He drops like a 65 bomb. So I mean, I think the meta's in a really good place, especially with specials. I think the special balance is the best it's ever been, in my opinion. Honestly. Fusion, shotties, and snipers all have their plays.
Real quick,
Those are the
I hate to interrupt, but there's like a storm outside. So if for some reason I cut out, it's because my power went out. I'm not trying to. Yeah, I'm just letting you guys know because it's getting wild out there.
Yeah, it's been raining its ass off here. So yeah, guys, I think that the specials are like spot on. You know what I mean? Honestly. But so yeah, I think the meta is at a pretty good place, in my opinion. I don't think that anything's.
And I think did Danny Mayo have a question too?
On the Discord?
Yeah, he said our Grandmaster Nightfall is going to be touched on that.
Yeah. So he just asked about
I don't know. That is debatable.
Yeah. All right, Dutch, you want to run through and give them the final rundown, and I'll start to get this.
All right.
I'll start to get the contest ready, And for anyone, last chance right now, if you drop a tractor or say the word tractor, drop an emote or something, we'll double your whatever. We've already got it if you said it before, but we'll double your entries for however many entries you've already accumulated. We'll double them. So be sure to do that, and I'll let Dutch take it over.
Yep. So I'm gonna go down and give a quick postmaster real quick, or not postmaster, the shared wisdom. Quick rundown while you guys
I'm just gonna go full
get that
screen.
done. So this week.
We're going to go screen share real quick. It's going to say screen share instead of the rundown, and then I'm just going to go full screen on you.
Okay.
So, what's up?
So this week at Bungie, just a couple side notes. They fixed an issue where winning match 7 in trials didn't give rewards. Thank God, because I was kind of pissed off last week. But we got it this week, so we went flawless Friday night, and we got our rewards. Dynamic charge on the symmetry doesn't proc when through Saitan's ramparts. That's the exotic arms to throw up the shield that you can go through. Not that people are really using symmetry. If I see you using symmetry in Crucible, I'm going to teabag you. Okay, I'm just letting you know that right now. Warden of Nothing wasn't awarding platinum rewards if champion got killed by a train. Doesn't really matter because that was last week's strike. And they're fixing a known issue where upgrading a Seraph bunker wasn't awarding triumphs correctly. So hopefully you guys got all the triumphs. There is still one triumph associated to the seal that yet. I was looking on Reddit, and a lot of people were saying that you have to do all the Seraph bunkers without letting any sacrifices, like without letting people stand on the, you have to get all 8 balls when they shoot out, all the charges. But I've already done that, so I don't know what the problem is there. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this week at Bungie. Really short one. A little short guy. But they got another one coming this week, and hopefully they'll give us some more on the Guardian games. Super hyped about that. Hope you guys are liking my looks today. I shaved. I can't get a haircut because we're in quarantine. All the haircutters are, because I ain't doing that shit. That's peasant work. I ain't doing laundry, just like I ain't cutting grass. I hire people for that shit. You should check out my yard. That shit looks good. Lauren, I can hear you laughing. Can everyone else hear your fingers? Let's see what else is left in the comments. Villainous is saying Revoker sidearm, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I mean, there's always going to be, like, snipers have to be one shot. So you can't say, like, Revoker is OP because you can use Beloved or dude, snipers have to be one shot. If I shoot you in the head with a sniper rifle in real life, you're going to die. So, I mean, come on. It's a game. It's got to be realistic. Hard light does seem a little crazy. Just because there's no damage fall off, and when it ricochets off, I've definitely been pinned down by a hard light before in Crucible, and it kind of does suck. What else we got? I think Afro Bob asked a question earlier. He said nightmares and nightmare raids a possibility. Yeah, I mean that would be cool. Add some nightmares to some old raids. Even add champions to them would be kind of dope. Just anything to spice them up a little bit. What do we got? Who else is out there? You guys aren't dropping tractors. You want to double your chances of winning? Drop a tractor now.
And do this. Hit split and then 2. Split screen 2. To go back to me. So I'm back on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess Revoker is kind of OP regarding the ammo economy, but to be honest, like
you press that split button.
If you're in, I mean, when.
So which one do you want to split with?
If you're killing people with it, if you're killing enemies and you're picking up 10 Revoker shots, so I mean, even if I miss one, I don't really give a shit. I don't need it back. It's only for like the first match of the game.
Here we go, guys. Got everyone's been assigned numbers or multiple numbers. We're going through 74 total entries for the contest.
Ooh. That means everyone that enters got a 1 in 74 chance.
All right. I'm generating. Dutch, go ahead and tell me when to stop.
Stop.
Number 46 is going to be the winner. Let's do the count. because I just have a list with all these numbers, so I got to count through. Okay.
You didn't number them. You just have to count 46.
Well, because everyone has like numbers, so I have to count down. You know what I mean? Like if you have 6, then I'll count you. You'll be like whatever that falls through.
Yeah.
If you have, like Nintendo's number 1, and he has 10 entries, so he's 1 through 10. So you lost.
Yeah.
Should have mixed that up.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
Well, no, because it's random number, Jader. It's running random. It's just random. Random nums.
25,
Random.
26,
Random.
27,
Random.
28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. The only name that can be said. That's literally his name. His name is the only name. Congratulations, you're the winner.
The only name that could be said is the only name that could be.
It's not that could be said. It's just the only name. But yeah, the only name. Congratulations. You are the winner of this week's giveaway.
Congrats.
Congratulations. The only name. Live on the stream. Let him know. He's not live. Probably. Most likely not.
If you're in the chat.
If you're in the chat and you're the only name, let us know. Let us know what name is the only name.
You said the underscore name.
Yep. Congratulations on winning that silver. And thank you everyone who entered.
What's
Congratulations,
up, Duke?
guys.
Showing up late to the show.
Yo, what's up, Zach? How we doing, brother? Yeah, welcome to the show. But congratulations, the only name. Shout out. We'll DM you and hit you up. We'll get you your silver. So congratulations. Thanks everyone else who entered. We're gonna be trying to do some more of these. We're actually really close to 200 subs. I think we're gonna do a giveaway, not like a big Instagram one, I don't think again, but just like a giveaway here on the show when we hit 200, just for our live viewers. So make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. Drop a like for us. Hit him with the wagon. And
Hit the bell.
Yeah, hit the bell. Make sure you hit the bell so we go live. And look out for those guides. It's going to be really, really good, really helpful. And then we're going to be putting out Grandmaster Nightfall guides as well once we get those done. So, and we will. So,
Yeah, we should stream those on Tuesday.
Yeah, and like we
21st.
said, be sure to let us know what you guys think about the show. It's still, episode 2. It's still evolving. If you guys want to see more of something, less of something, if you guys have some good ideas, drop it in our Discord, in the discussion chat. We want to hear from you guys and let us know how we can make it more enjoyable.
And if there's anybody out there watching the show right now that isn't in, any streamers out there, you want to add your we all of the streamers in our Discord, we've added their streams to our channel, so when they go live, everyone can check them out.
Yeah, so
it's just a
hop in.
good
We're all about-
platform for getting your content out there, as well as seeing ours. We get to see your stuff. We can build partnerships, stuff like that, and that's what it's all about.
Community, baby. So, hope you guys have enjoyed. This has been episode 2 of the Guardian Report. We'll see you guys next week.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Peace, guys.
Lauren doesn't know how to stop the stream. So here we are.
Oh shit! I knocked my mic over. God damn.
Are we live still? I've got a lot of fuel.
I'm running out of gas. I got some limp jets.
Are we still live?
I don't know how to stop.
Lauren! We're out, guys. See you next time. Peace.